message. Go to the lounge, and it's about basically our masculines, and it seems like most of our black men is being programmed without even realizing the fact that they being programmed. Like you remember back in the day, and I know that nobody likes to hear back in the day, but we're gonna talk about this. Remember the family on Sundays, family dinners. We faithfully had used this for dinners, our family dinners, and only had to work the 9 to 5 jobs to make ends meet. And usually, the woman didn't have to work at that time. Well, since the woman wanted to wage war about equal rights like the man, not saying that's a problem, it's not a problem at all. The system speeded up the process to where rent, groceries, gas, school for your kids, they made it extra harder for a family to make ends meet. So what did that add? That adds pressure on the family, right? So what they did, they gave the man more distractions and more temptations from his wife and his children at home. A program for a program to a program, to programming. And what I mean by that, like for instance, like on Mondays and Sundays, I remember it used to just be on Sundays. Now all weekends there's football games all weekend, and these football games last for hours. Not saying sports is the problem. I'm not saying that's the issue and that's the problem. But if you really think about it, these programs run for hours. Now tell me if that woman is not into sports like that man, what is that woman supposed to do with all them hours without no affection, no attention from that man? She worked all week. He also worked all week. Children went to school all week. The weekend's supposed to be for the family. Instead, after the man doing so, after work, you know, after that, it's the football game that goes on for hours and hours. Almost like that song y'all keep hearing, hours and all hours. Then after he get off of that, it's time for the Wii Station, the Xbox, or the PlayStation system for some more hours. About the time they get finished everything in the house, everyone sleep. Then it starts that all over the cycle, the system all over again. It starts all over again. So either way, the system is beating. Cause now sooner or later, that man gonna get horny, but that woman don't want to feel like having no sex. Cause that woman is an emotional creature. She needs to be watered like a flower. She needs love, attention, affection. Need to be heard about her day. Each day, you say anything. I mean, you basically can't really say anything because you know how the man get on that. Like, a woman too emotional, but she's supposed to be emotional. She's a flower, you know. She's meant to be the backbone of the man. So she's going to get emotional. She's not a masculine because in the household you're supposed to balance out the yin and the yang. That's how it's supposed to go. Not, I don't know. And then she's holding all that water inside her for not getting all that affection and attention from that man. If she gets too emotional or speak on how she feels, the man will have robotic emotional thoughts towards her and speak and talk to her like she's a masculine, like like him, like you know, she's too emotional. Well, she's a woman, and that's what a woman is, emotional. A woman is more emotional creature. A man is more masculine, more physical. The household's supposed to be balanced out, the yin and the yang. So then after all that, I mean, it's basically like boiling water. You're boiling water inside this woman because she's not getting no affection, no attention. Then when the boiling water comes out of that woman, she been holding it in and turned into now that anger has turned into flames. Now she's crazy. The system has broken the man down to only use his masculinity energy, not his feminine side. So he has been turned into basically a robot. If you really want to think about it, I mean, most of these men talk with aggression. Then if you try to get in the way of their game systems or their sports or hanging out in the streets with their so-called homeboys, I mean, the woman end up just being, because I think that's what he want, a homeboy, a home girl. Basically, what it boils down to. The woman that's home, the woman that begins to be his enemy at home. So that start the man moving different directions, being sneaky in all every way he possibly can, hiding his energy from her, hiding everything from that woman. They built that they built that relationship on. When at home, that woman becomes just a tool, basically, for they need for when they do get in trouble with their homeboys out in the streets. They alienate the woman, they isolate the woman, and when they get horny at home, that woman is only basically used for a tool. Everything becomes robotic without the man even recognizing he's being programmed. And now it's time to program the woman and the children in the household. Because the man's supposed to be the leader and the head of the household, the whole household has to become robotic by force. And if they're not with it, they're looking for someone already programmed to take his woman, take that woman out that house and them children, and then it's all that woman's fault. You get what I'm saying? Because he wants her programmed. He wants her to be robotic. You can't speak with any emotions. You can't talk about your emotions. You can't do anything. Basically, it's I'm the head of the household, but that woman is being equal to you, adding to the household. So he's looking for someone who's already programmed to take his woman place and children place and children place. Don't forget about that too. And let's not forget, men think sex is the only affection a woman needs. They really got to that point where they think affection deals with only sex. The men is the emperors that choose not to, and then the men that are robotic get mad at the emperors that choose not to fall for the robotic thoughts system. If they become basically pussies to them for being communicative and affectionate with his own woman that he ended up having children with or didn't have children with. This is keeping basically the family very militant without any affection being shown, only sex work, no affection. It's crazy. No emotional attachment. That man becomes that woman's enemy, you know, because she's not with the robotic thoughts. This is just I don't know why I'm getting this download, but this channel and message, but I don't know, maybe it's to to open some men and let them see like you're being programmed and robotic in your household and don't even know it. You're programming everybody in your household to be masculine. There's no more feminine energy in the household. The masculine energy is ruling over the feminine energy, and it's only because, like I said, like as soon as women started fighting for their rights, as far as you wanted to be equal to men, okay, well, they drawn out that feminine energy. If you decide to be down with this robotic thoughts and no affection, no, just militant, basically, no disrespect to the military, but if so, then you become a ride or die bitch. You know, militant robotic mind frames, taking all the feminine energy out of the household, bringing more masculine energy into the household. Then now, if you have children, oh, you better watch that. I'm telling you. Now they learn some of the process of how to gain control of any situation by being robotic because he's watching the mother and the dad go do robotic, the dad becoming robotic. Now it's more masculine energy in the house than the feminine energy. The woman is not allowed to show her feminine energy towards her children. You know, any situation now there now the now let's take the kids. Now they got their phones and they also got the game system. So you tell me what the woman is left with in the household with no affection, no emotions, no. It's just the same cycle over and over and over again. That's just like basically um how people tend to torture people. You know, it's basically just like that. If you was to take someone and wanted to get, what do they call that? Take them as hostage and torture them. It's the same thing. I don't see no difference in that. Um, these children have their phones. They stay on their phones all day, and they also have a game system. So, what is left for that woman to do? She's getting angry, and she's holding all this in, like, 'cause she be seeing that her house is becoming robotic. It's the same cycle over and over again. So sooner or later, that's gonna get boring. So what do the woman do during that off time that she's not getting no affection, no attention? The only thing she could do is like watch the Lifetime channel, Love and Hip Hop, you know, the ID channel. Or since from the inside, she's begging for some type of affection and some type of attention from the men and the children, and she's not getting it. So that's the system way of breaking that woman down in the household, and men is not getting that. They break the whole household down basically, and now she want to start watching love stories because she need that type of affection, that emotional contact, and she's not getting it. So now she's watching more love stories. So then, and then the soap operas. Soap. What do soap do? Soap cleanse, wash your body. It washes you. Opera, singing, dealing with singing, opera, and languages that basically I don't understand opera. I would have to get the lyrics in order to understand what the hell they saying. You know, breaking that down, soap operas. And what is do you see mostly in soap operas? I mean, people making love, trading partners, and a whole bunch of damn drama. So now she's becoming a little bit trained, militant. She didn't watch that Love and Hip Hop. You know. Now what she want to do? She want to go get her some fake boobs, fake tits, because this now she's seeing this is maybe what this man want. So she trying to change herself for this man, not realizing it's not about the body, it's about his mind. He has to want to change and realize that he's being ran by the system, basically. Um, and then not only that, then you got grown ass men at home listening to these rap songs that they ain't really saying nothing but the same robotic shit over again. Drugs, money, bitches, shooting. Let's shoot that nigga, my enemy, and all this other stuff. So, I mean, what am I trying to say? The basically that the whole world is conditioned. I'm not gonna say everybody, you know, there's a lot of people that's waking up to the fact that people are becoming robotic. You come across people that just becoming robotic. It's the same cycle over and over again. It's like to people that's torturing. You don't even realize you're torturing people that you come around. If you choose not to waken up to the fact that you're being you're being programmed. So it won't be a problem to like put a chip in you and change you. It wouldn't be a problem to do that because they already making you militant. They're making your whole household militant without you even recognizing. And as I said before, no disrespect to the military. Thanks for serving. But listen here, without even realizing your whole family is becoming militant and masculine in the household. There's basically is not going to be any feminine energy left in this world. I don't see a lot of women acting feminine now. I really don't see it. I see them acting more masculine, even on Love and Hip Hop. Like you barely see a classy woman on there that basically, is all militant. It's all masculinity. It's not like in the old days where your grandmom and some women back then act, you know, like they had some sense. Like it was all about family and cooking and, you know, stuff like that. Now everything is just a cycle. It's the same cycle over and over and over again. You work all week. You got to work more hours, extra hours. The kids is in daycare, so what they got? They got their phone. They got the game system to keep them occupied. The man got his sports. It's robotic. It's a mind control, basically. Unless you break it's just basically a matrix. Until you break out of that 3D, and I'm tired of talking about this 3D shit because I done broken the mold with that shit. Um, I've been had my son on this shit since he was young. Told him about shit. I don't play no games with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Both is a lot of people just still stuck in the matrix.